Something I've noticed here in New Orleans, you get out in the morning, the sidewalks are all wet. I guess it'd be a little sidewalk scrubbing and soaping down every morning. After seeing some of the stuff that goes on these sidewalks, I can understand why. Little, I guess, early morning river traffic. You can call 7:45 early. But really nice day in here in November. The 70s. I'm gonna come over here down to Cafe Du Monde to see if I can find something to eat. Last time I looked down here, it was so crowded, but it was a Sunday, and the Saints were playing at home, so a lot of people here. Let's see what I can find. So I got me a seat here at Cafe Du Monde down by the river. Here's my coffee and my whatever this is. It's famous for here. I can't remember what they're called because I'm verbally challenged this morning. But it's spelled B-E-I-G-N-E-T-S.
There is nothing like the taste of highly fattening, sugar-drenched goodies. Yes, indeed. I was finally getting to chow down on one of the famous beignets, regardless how they are spelled or pronounced, or how submerged in powdered sugar they tend to be. And no visit to the French Quarter is complete without a tasty stop at the Cafe Du Monde. And as an added bonus, it's one of the least expensive tourist things you can do while you're there. Now, I don't know how many tons of powdered sugar this place goes through in a year, but be sure to get plenty of napkins, because this is indeed a messy delight. While wandering through the French Quarter, you might notice these things attached to certain poles. Now these are the famous Romeo spikes. This was something that concerned fathers of the day added in order to discourage the local Amherst young boys from crawling up and visiting their daughter's bedroom. Now these eager Romeos may go up the pole as a robust young man, but land back down to the ground as, well, a little less of a man, if you get my meaning.
Armstrong in New Orleans. Who could that be named after? Maybe a certain trumpet player? Louis Armstrong? I may be weird, but I always liked the Louis Armstrong singing more than I liked his playing. I mean, I've heard lots of trumpet players in my life, but not everybody can sing like Louis Armstrong. What a voice. Here we have Louis the Man. Okay, statue of a man. Statue of the man. Louis Armstrong. A proud New Orleans native. Here we have a statue of Charles Buddy Bowden. Is this what we call it? Three-dimensional? Okay, this is confusing. We have 3 heads, but 1, 2, 3, 4 cornets. Those are actually cornets, I believe. That's confusing. Yeah, the birds look like they enjoy this statue. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, it's Tuesday morning and I'm ready to head out of the Big Easy. See if my view has changed any. No, it's still pretty much the same. Cool, it's kind of a cool shot of the New Orleans skyline. Not so much down here. Okay, let's haul this stuff down and let's go home. Oh, I got one more stop.
With the city of New Orleans in my rear view, I had one more place to visit before I was homeward bound. Oh yes, I had another plantation to check out, and this was the glamorous Nottoway plantation.
I stopped in at the Nottoway plantation. It's a ballroom, I'm taking it. You just see a bunch of people dressed up in here and doing whatever people did at balls. Socializing and drinking, and I don't know what they do. I've never been to a ball.
I was the only one to show up for the 2 o'clock tour, so I had a private tour. Now this was certainly a place where I could envision scenes of the lovely Southern belles dancing with the Southern gentlemen back in the day. Now here we have some authentic Southern charm. For good measure, there's even a spot on the outside where a Yankee cannonball hit the house way back during the Civil War. In fact, the Union Army was so enchanted by the place, they made the big house their headquarters for a while.
This is the Nottoway Plantation Mansion, about an hour and change north of New Orleans. I'm actually taking this video from the levee of the Mississippi River. I thought about taking my Chevy to the levee, but I left my Chevy over there in the parking lot. I always find these old Southern mansions intriguing, just wondering what kind of conversations went on up on these balconies. I can just see some fine dressed young Southern man trying to flirt with one of the pretty young Southern belles. Frankly, my dear, you are most certainly a fine example of feminine beauty. And if I may be so bold as to ask you if I may steal a kiss from those precious, beautiful lips of yours. Oh dear, you are certainly a devilish cad, sir. And if I was not a lady of such high social standards and good moral upbringing, I just might find your proposal to be most enticing indeed. Roughly translated, oh, you're pretty hot. You want to make out? Okay. Anyway.
Of course, what's really intriguing is that huge river that's flowing on the other side of the levee. So I just had to crawl down there and run my fingers through the mighty Mississippi a bit. Now my guide did tell me to show caution because that big river is running a whole lot faster than it looks. And it gets mighty deep, mighty fast. It is, after all, the mighty Mississippi.
So I'm standing on the banks of the mighty Mississippi River. Wow, I've never been this close to the Mississippi River. Ooh, I think I'll go touch it. Touch the river. Ooh, there's my hand. Yep, ooh, it's cold. Ooh, look at all those shells. There's shells all over the riverbank here. There's some here. Here's a beer can. The boot. Must be a local brand, never heard of it. That's a long ways over there. That's an island. So we got even further to go. Gee, I wonder if I can swim that. Yeah, some things are better left unknown. You just imagine taking a riverboat from there and just sailing along. Do 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 do. Gosh, that's a lot of water. All right, the mighty Mississippi.
Now, New Orleans is indeed one of those places that everyone needs to visit at least once. So much history, so much nature, so much creepy, so much, well, New Orleans. Life is short. Go somewhere.
Well, I've definitely seen my share of sugar cane on this trip. I guess that's what they grow down here. I guess Mississippi cotton is king, and Louisiana sugar cane is, well, sugar. It is a sweet state.